Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to use ImportValue function in order to connect one stack to another. So ImportValue intrinsic function is a function from CloudFormation that you can use to import a value from an exported value value of another stack into your stack. Yeah, in order to use ImportValue you need to have something to be exported from another stack. That's also from the output. So the output should show in the output section of a stack, and then it needs to show the export. So let me give you a demonstration how to create one. So using the previous VPC example, this VPC will produce the output of VPC ID, but it's not exported. So let me deploy this. Sceptre launch -y is equal to vpc.yaml, and let's monitor the progress in the console. That's the stack still being created. Yeah, create complete. Now if we check the output, it has the key of the output, it has the value which is the VPC ID, but the export is empty. Another way to look at the export is by checking the export tab here. So there is no exported values. Now we want to produce an export out of that output by going back to the code, by going back to the template and add these few lines. So it should be export the name, and let's say my VPC export. Save that, and then we deploy the stack, and we monitor the progress in AWS console, events. Yeah, it's being updated. It's already updated. So we go back to the outputs. This time we have that export. Yeah, and the same export should be listed in the export tab. Refresh. That's the export name, and that's the export value. So now we are ready to use this import value intrinsic function. Now if you go back to the Visual Studio Code and then go back to our route table here. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. Let's comment that one out. So I have prepared another CloudFormation template for the route table, and then we're going to use this import value intrinsic function in this template. This time it's going to use the value of the export one. So that's the export key, and I'm going to put it in the route table template, which is this one. So we're going to hardcode the export name. Yeah, save that, and then we're going to deploy this. This is the EC2 route table to YAML, EC2 dash route table YAML to. Yeah, it will be used by this config. I'm going to deploy this route table stack by the command sceptre launch -y EC2 route table 2.yaml, and then monitor the progress in AWS console, stacks, refresh, route table, events. Yeah, it is complete, and if we go to the route table section, that's our route table. It is using that VPC ID, which is the same VPC ID as this one. Yeah, but I don't like to see hard-coded value in my template, so to make it more dynamic, I'm going to retrieve that this export name to parameter. So I'm going to create route table, VPC export name, type is string. Yeah. Then we're going to change this with ref VPC export name. And then in the config for these EC2 route table 2, going to use, what was the variable name again? Yeah, VPC export name. That's VPC export name. And then this should be that. Okay. Now if we delete this first, the route table, then double check the progress in AWS console. Yeah, it is deleted. Let's go back to the Visual Studio Code. This time we're going to relaunch that EC2 route table stack. Let's see if it works. Go back to the console, refresh. Yeah, it still works. So as you can see, the name of that export from the VPC stack, where is it? The output export name. Yeah, I'm using this export name as a parameter for the dependent stack in here. These will be translated into the template in this ref. So it will import the value of that export as the VPC ID. And that's how it works. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.